Yep. Another episode, man. R.A.W, man.
R.A.W. Man, R.A.W. Stressful times we live in. Stressful days. The weather's crazy. Coronavirus. Wildfires. Everything. Today's topic is stress. What is stress? Stress is the feeling of emotional or physical tension. It can come from any event or thought that makes you feel frustrated, angry, or nervous. Stress is the body's reaction to a challenge or demand. In short bursts, stress can be positive, such as when it helps you to avoid danger or meet a deadline. So, with everything going on, it was a wintry weekend out here in Texas where we are, and man, they had a 100-car pileup in Fort Worth. So our condolences to the families, and just keep them in our prayers. You know what I mean? Keep everybody in our prayers.
Man, crazy.
So imagine the stressful times that those people are going through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Work stress. How do we deal with work stress? I can't lie. I had a stressful week this week, and it was, that mixed in with the weather. That I ain't gonna lie. It kind of knocked me down this week. So, I'm not in studio with the homie today. Today we doing it, from the crib, from a remote location somewhere in Texas. How you doing today, brother?
I'm chilling, man. I see you over there getting it off your chest, man. Do that. You know what I'm saying? Sir. Yeah, but like you saying like that, man, it was crazy this week, man. I thought I was still up north and stuff with this weather, man. It's cold as hell, man. Nigga got the putting on 2 pair of clothes just to get out for one day. You know how it is.
Yeah, you know how it go. You still haven't lost your survival techniques, so you got to layer up. You got to get out there in it.
Yeah, brother, out here with jogging pants underneath the jeans and all that, man, trying to stay warm. But I seen that 100-car pileup, man. That was crazy, man. I seen the aftermath of it the other night coming back through there, and I was like, wow, what's going on? But I used to drive for a living, so I know the dangers of the roads, man, and just being with the distractions, cell phones and all that, it's like once you figure out you on that black ice, it's too late. And you remember, man, back in the day, we got it when we worked together, we was in the car ride on the way to work one time. You remember that, bro?
Yeah, when we crashed into the median, I
remember. See, we could laugh about it now, but man, it hit. And I was like, hold on. You was like, whoa, where we going? I was like, nah, hold on. We can't oversteer, understeer. We gotta ride through it, and don't, my advice to anybody, the ABS system is the best system that ever came around. And if you don't know what that is, the anti-lock brake system that'll stop you from just slamming on the brakes,
Yeah, that's the worst thing to do when you travel over that black ice.
Man,
slam on your brakes, because those tires get the
skidding. Lock up on you, man. You ain't got no traction.
Lock up on you.
And you out of there,
it's over. So,
yeah, it's deep, man. Because it was a 100-car pileup, man. We out here in Texas, and they don't have the proper, in my opinion.
They don't.
The proper procedures when it comes to ice. They putting sand on the highway. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, we come from the land of putting salt down. You know what I mean? That breaks through all that ice. So out here, when it's icy on the roads, you kind of just are dealing with it.
No, you sit in the house.
Hey, if you can, go ahead and sit in the house.
Yeah, you smart. You might as well.
Traffic out here is already rough, so when you throw in bad weather,
it's over.
It can be a problem.
Man, and then
But let's get back on. Pardon me. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying get back on what you talking about, the stress.
I wanna get back on this stress topic because there's so much going on now, and then you throw this weather into the mix, and you just man, it's crazy time.
Mm-hmm.
So ongoing chronic stress, however, can cause or exacerbate many serious health problems, including mental problems such as depression, anxiety, personality disorders, cardiovascular disease, including heart disease, high blood pressure, abnormal heart rhythms, and heart attacks and stroke. Chronic stress. What, in America and throughout the world, really, especially with this virus, a lot of people are going through chronic stress, the stress of not knowing if they could pay their bills this month. People are waiting on the stimulus checks.
Mm-hmm.
People are trying to keep their jobs while their kids are being sent home for virtual learning, and the stress of becoming a teacher while still being the head of household. A lot of people are going through a lot of stressful times, and even when you look at the crime rate, the way it's shooting up right now.
Mm-hmm.
I've been hearing about what's going on up north with all the carjackings.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's a lot going on, sir. So
Yeah.
I just want to jump into that and just figure out ways to alleviate that stress, whether it's meditation, whether if you're a religious person, is it about prayer? Is it about exercise? Is it about eating healthier, just taking away the toxins? Maybe the stressful times, for those of you that like to indulge and, your drinks at night, does stress have you drinking more? Does it have you, smoking more weed? We as a community and as a nation, as free as this country is, it's stressful to be here because you're in the land of capitalism.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have the money to afford the prize that comes with America, we have a lot of poor people here. We have a lot of people who need, and are their needs getting met right now? I'm not totally sure. You know what I mean? We constantly have a government that goes back and forth with their dilemma while people are waiting on some sort of relief.
Yeah.
Pardon me. So,
I
ramble a little bit, but there's so much to unpack, and when you talk about stress, there's a lot of things that you gotta unpack. So
yeah, man. But I know with it being, like you said, at times of the world right now, I know a lot of people that's doing actually well with their stress management during this time because you have more time to self, if you really think about it, right? More people, more in their thoughts, more thinking about life, about their health, about their safety, being out and about and maneuvering around. So I didn't see them do all three. Some people I know, and I think that you just don't want to rely on one thing when it comes to stress management. You want to find multiple outlets, and in those multiple outlets, exercise and being more conscious of your health is always going to be the key, because mental health as well as physical health goes hand in hand together, in my belief, So whatever you can do mentally, pray, meditate, and all those other things, or just having a conversation like we do right now when we tap in every week. Before we even record anything, we get a lot of stuff off our chest, what happened, the stress of our week, or what's going on in our family and personal lives. Just finding somebody like that to talk to, that can help you out a lot, And then,
yeah, I definitely think that's a big factor, is having people that you can share your thoughts with, so they're not bottled up.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, exercise, you know, we eat so much fast food in this country, and we're always on the go. So it's coffee, it's energy drinks, it's, start, getting that stuff out of your life. Start, drinking more waters, eating more fruits as opposed to just sugar. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And man, I definitely think meditation is a huge medicine to deal with stress. Even taking you a bath and just soaking and get you some of those crystals or whatever they put,
That Epsom sauce type
and
stuff in the bath, man.
the a lot of the ladies like it. The aromatherapy, that's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking about.
aromatherapy.
Aromatherapy, and just, man, close your eyes and just sit in your own thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That can always be a good thing. So,
But like I said, then we talk about sitting in your own thoughts, though. But like sometimes, I'm talking to a lot of people that like you lose control real fast. So you gotta learn how to, do this sometimes on the instant, like removing yourself from situations before it get to that level of where you might go cross the bridge where you can't come back from. You know what I'm saying? Like one time I was in the store, I seen his brother, like he was going off. I mean, the lady was going off. You the customer returning something, and then he was up there at the counter, man. He was swollen and everything. So I'm like, oh, this about to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching. But it was crazy because I'm thinking about, like, he getting real upset. His voice started, going up. Everything that he about to explode up in here. Then he just said one thing that was crazy, and I took it away from that. I took this away from that was, he said, I'm about to leave right now because I'm about to lose patience with you. And then he just walked out. Like, his walkout wasn't like, oh, nice. It was aggressive. Like he pushed the door open and got up out of there. But he got up out of there though. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, that's crazy. He almost, man, he was about to hawk out on this lady, and she just didn't know it. She was nervous and scared. I was just wondering, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we need to learn how to do some things in the moment before you get to that moment where you about to blow up and say some things you might, you've been there, put your foot in your mouth and things of that nature. So I say,
sure.
You got to find an instant way when you know who you are. See, one thing that we got to realize as people, we know who we are and what we capable of. And, and words are powerful. So things that come out of your mouth can affect you in so many different ways. So sometimes removing yourself from the situation and then finding that song or that whatever that meditation, like he said, as you leave the situation, go straight to that place, call that person you want to talk to, put on that song, get in the car, drive off, so you can do things. And especially with this time of love, being Valentine's Day, it'll help out in your relationships that like, hey, I don't have that conversation right now. Let's have it later when I'm in a better mind state to have it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. I definitely think also it's about balancing necessary stress versus, you're going to have stress. That's just being an adult.
Mm-hmm.
But, limit your stress to things that you have to deal with. Of course, family, a roof over your head, clothes on your back, those things. Like the brother did, just with seeing some, because I'm sure it all went through his head leading up to him just walking out. But, from an observation of hearing what he did, that was when you tell yourself, this isn't worth me japping out over. Mm-hmm. So the stress wasn't worth it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's when you say, man, let me get up out of here. This isn't even worth my time. Another thing I would say is, limit your media intake.
Oh yeah.
As far as, when you talk about social media, as soon as you turn on an Instagram or something, it's nothing but stress coming your way. It's police brutality videos. It's, Karen videos, you know what I mean? Then you have the coronavirus. Then you have, you know, stimulus checks. Hey, take it easy. So limit those things. Limit that intake. Even the news, man. The news pretty much says the same stuff, you know, the whole day. So, you know, catch you one episode early in the morning, get a idea of what's going on in the world. But, you know, when you play that stuff all day long, you know, you're overloading yourself. Go outside. You know, well, it's cold right now, but, you know, sit with your family, play some Monopoly or something. You know, man, don't just take in all this stuff.
Playing Monopoly stress me out.
I think Monopoly might have been the wrong game.
Cheating, you know, people don't want to come off their property and all that, trying to barter system. You know, everything, man, right. Stress you out. That's like a 15-day game if you're playing it right. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, no, I definitely understand and believe, you know, that it's a challenge, man. We just got to wrap our minds around it. Just when you think you got it worse, you have another day tomorrow, it could be better. You know what I'm saying? Or just when you think you got it worse, somebody got it way worse. And sometimes hearing somebody else's story make you think about your problems like, wow, I thought I had a problem. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was stressed out. But, you know, so sometimes being a support to somebody that's going through something that can help you relieve your stress, you know? Also, I want to say the good thing you want to try to do is, and I think a lot of stress comes from this right here, bro, is financial stress. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man, you be at work, somebody make you mad, you got to bite your tongue because you got to pay your bills, right? Or you not having enough money can bring stress because some things when you don't have any control over, it kind of stress you out a little bit more, things you can't control. So sometimes it's like being a little more savvy with your money and your expense habits. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's the number one stress. Let's be real. Like financial stress, right? That could be, right. You know, or let's say past things that happened in your past. So sometimes you got to seek counseling and stuff about that to get those things up out of you, man. You know what I'm saying? Because some people got triggers and don't even know from past relationships, childhood abuse and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, until you know what your triggers are and what really stresses you out, then you really can't manage it as well as you can if you did know what your triggers are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm trying to, you know, like you mentioned earlier, you know, before we went on air about like reading books. I mean, always like call Coach K or somebody like that, somebody that can help you with certain, you know, just addressing personal issues and stuff like that before you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, you just gotta, you know, have that outlet. I've definitely been into I listen to a lot of audio books. I like to listen to podcasts. I like to, you know me, I'm a music lover, so music has always been a stress reliever for me. And yeah, man, definitely, you know, tuning in with you, getting in tune with you, and R.A.W has been a stress reliever. You know, every week
I agree.
I get a chance to get with the homie and, you know, do what we do what we've done for, you know, man, 15 years. Straight and just shoot the stuff amongst friends. And, you know, now we're able to tune in, you know, get in tune with others, Coach K, the brother Akil, you know what I mean? Yeah. And just meet people and share ideas and that. So yeah, man. In my life, this has definitely been a stress reliever, something that, you know, just it's as important as it is enjoyable, you know, to have something, you know, that you can look forward to after a week of stress or, you know, just the normal life cycle. You could kind of dip off into this universe that we created, and man, just release that stress. You know, by the time you hear that music play, and that turn me up, freak, we about to get it in. So
yeah, man.
You know,
I ain't gonna lie. I find myself listening to our past podcast, man, as a stress reliever. Like, man, that was kind of dope. That little idea, that topic, or man, that's a deep. You know what I'm saying? I find myself even not only with this channel but other channels I listen to just for that reason right there, to get your mind off of something real quick. You know, or refocus back up on that one thing you heard. Like, oh man, dang, that's right. I should be doing this. You know. So I want to stress, I can't stress enough, man. People need to get a healthy diet, start a workout regimen, man, because there's some ladies out there about to be extra fine after the COVID go away. You know what I'm saying? And if you get the COVID, man, it's going to stress you out. But you got to realize, man, you got to find your why, what you living for, what you doing it for, man. And don't, because I know some strong women. You know, Lala Ma, you know, she done battled cancer and beat it. My grandmother and other people that had they running with some real health issues. If we hear the C word, we all think we gonna die. Now that's the corona in this right here, this cancer and corona, man. But sometimes they dig deeper, man, and they just make it through. You know what I'm saying? You know how stressful that is, because I've been there. And man, you just don't know what's going to happen, but man, you got to have a why, man. Keep it going. What you doing this for? You know, but I'm telling you, keep focus on the end, the outcome, not on what's going to, you know, your physical, what's happening to you now. It's like what I'm going to do after this. You know, keep living, keep driving, striving for more. You know what I'm saying? I want to say that's strong mental health, man. You got to have it, but you can't have a strong mental health if you don't have a strong foundation. And that's a healthy diet and exercise regimen. You know me, bro. I be on mine. You come over here, I got everything up in here, man. What? I'm drinking water. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But, and to the young brothers, man, like you said earlier about just having somebody to talk to, man, because my young brothers, man, we go out here and we make split-second decisions off of something that stresses you out. You just don't know what the word is. You call it being pissed off. That's because you stress. You know what I'm saying? You make a split-second decision that'll change your life, man. You feel me? And then you got to go to the prison.
Also, if I could piggyback what you're saying. Also, you know, check on your people too. You know what I mean? Because just as we're going through things, they're going through things, and you never know how much your voice can relieve the stress of another.
Oh, that's
crazy.
Crazy.
Even if it's just hearing your voice, you know what I mean? So, man, we got to check on our people. And another thing that's great for dealing with stress that I've tried to practice, you know, in the last, I'd say, year is really, the things that you want to do or the things that you need to do them earlier. Do them as early as possible. As far as when you have something, you know, if I have a deadline for something on a Monday and this is Friday, I'm going to just go ahead and do it on Friday, because you build up unnecessary stress waiting until it's about to be Monday, and you know what I mean? Now you're stressed. Oh man, I didn't get it right. Or, you know, so start, you know, practicing getting important things done earlier. And, you know, you could clear out some room, you know, and just help you breathe better. And you'll have that time that you could, exercise and things of that nature. You know what I mean? With a clear head.
Yeah.
To where you can actually enjoy the exercise. You can actually come out of it, you know, fresh. You can enjoy the meditation when you don't have that stress of, man, I still got to get this tire fixed. I still got to, you know what I mean? I still got to pay this bill. Just go ahead and get it done. You know what I mean? I had my surgery. You want to talk about a stress reliever for the listeners. You know, I'm a new man. I had my hip replaced last year, you know, and you want to talk about a stress reliever. I mean, I was on a bad hip for about 8 years, and that pain every day, that chronic pain, that chronic feeling of not being 100%, you know, and going to work and trying to balance, you know, getting it in and not hurting yourself more, you know what I mean? And, you know, I came back to life in November, and I could tell you the stress of not having that issue anymore was, I mean, definitely one of the biggest in my life. So, like he been saying, health, wellness, take care of yourself. You know, don't overindulge in any one thing. Don't overindulge in alcohol, or don't overindulge in anything. People can overindulge in sex. They can overindulge in eating. They can
You can't do that, bro. You can't overindulge in that. No, I'm just playing. You can't. Somebody said.
You said
sex.
what?
You can't overindulge in sex, man. Where are you at?
No, I mean,
no, I'm just
not in the sense of. Yeah. But just, you know, just take your time, find a nice balance, and that'll help to get through. One thing that I quit doing, you know, I took a hard liquor out of my life. You know what I mean? You know, I didn't want to overindulge that because, you know, it can be fun, you know, and you can have your good times, but also, you know, liquor's rough on your health. It's rough on your body, your liver, your kidneys.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And those that know me knew I used to like to get it in 6 to 10. And so that was a great thing to really just kind of back out of your, you know, put that in the trunk and drop it off at the storage facility, you know, get it out the way. And deal with stress head on.
Straight up.
Don't get scared of it.
Don't be scared of it. And like you said earlier,
don't get scared of it.
We don't let these people, man. We just try to tune in with y'all real quick, give y'all something to think about, some food for thought. You know, it's a stressful time, people, man. We got a long way to go. This ain't over with. You know what I'm saying? This coronavirus is, you know, stimulus, all these other things, all these other personal factors that you might have in your life. But, man, tomorrow night and tomorrow in general, man, it's going to be Valentine's Day. You might be by yourself. You might think that's stressful, but let's just keep love alive, man. And the homie, man, you know, congratulations to you and your wife, man. I don't know what y'all did, but you was able to balance that and you know, and doing all that everyday stress stuff, and you balancing your love life and keeping your partner strong as well. Iron sharper iron. So I don't want to hold y'all up, man. Y'all go back to y'all, you know, regular scheduled program and make sure you take care of your business. No
doubt about it.
And keep your stress.
And when you feel stress, tap into R.A.W.
Yeah.
And you know, as always, man, leave us a comment. Leave us some feedback on things that may stress you out or how you deal with stress. Even more so, drop a comment on what's a good way to deal with stress. And you know, man, God bless and wishing all of you all peace and blessings and prosperity and low stress for 2021, you know?
R.A.W, man. We out.
We out.